Hi there guys, just wanted to record a very quick video for you. Had an interesting chat with Nikki today at the studio, and I know a few of the things I've put up recently on Facebook and things like that have caused many people to have many questions and be messaging me directly, and people have been speaking to Nikki and that sort of thing as well. And first of all, I want to apologize, because if there is confusion, the confusion is my responsibility, so I take full responsibility for that. And what I want to do is just try today and give you two things which are kind of universal principles, which I think pretty much everybody will agree on. Probably speak too soon, someone will disagree with me, but I think pretty much everyone will agree on whether you are training or exercising, or whether your goal is weight loss or fat loss, performance, or improved health, or just to live a longer, improved health, more longevity, that sort of thing. Okay, the two principles are, so I want to try and make things very simple. Okay, the principles are drinking more water. Okay, so trying to actually have more of your fluid intake coming just from water, just from natural water every day, and doing away with kind of potentially sugary drinks, diet drinks, whether you're having coffees and teas with lots of milk and sugar and stuff like that in. Whatever you're doing, more increasing your water intake is going to be a good thing for the vast majority of people. Now, usually you talk about that, and someone will put their hand up and say, oh, but isn't it possible to drink too much water? And then I've heard of people drinking too much water and dying. If you drank 10 litres of water a day, there's a famous thing where someone's running a marathon. I think they drank 10 litres of water in the heat and didn't take anything else on, and they ran into problems. What I'm talking about is most people drink far less water than they need. So if you shoot for kind of 2 to 3 litres a day, that is going to be fine. That is going to be healthy. Even if you went up as far as 3 or 4 litres a day, you're not going to have any issues at all. Okay, I've drank more than that in a day. Most days I get sort of 3 litres a day probably of water. So drinking more water is going to be better for you for many reasons, and also for your health, and it will help with satiety, and it does help with appetite as well. And it's just good for you. It's good for every single system and every single process that goes into that happens within the body requires water and happens with water, and we are made up predominantly of water. So drinking more water, that's universal point number one, which most people, and I'm talking most, don't drink enough water. So that's something that's a quick win to do, and it's free and it's cheap. It's free, so it's cheap, it's free. Drink more water. Okay, second principle is to try and move. If you imagine you've got a continuum, if we go from this side to this side, and on this side you've got loads of processed foods, things like ready meals, tinned foods, these frozen meals that you just pop in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 or whatever it is. Processed foods, including everything, like sweets, like chocolates, like biscuits, like cakes, like just foods that have come from some kind of processing plant or factory to be made on this side. And on this side you have 100% natural, unprocessed, raw ingredients food. So food that does, when you buy it, it doesn't actually have to have an ingredients list on the back, which has got loads and loads of stuff that you've never seen, you don't understand, these long names of preservatives and artificial flavors and sweeteners and all the rest of it in there. So if you've got a continuum, one side you've got all the processed stuff, this side you've got 100% natural. Ideally, you want to move in the continuum this way, to having more stuff from this side and less stuff from this side. Okay, I think pretty much universally people will agree with me on that. Okay, however you want to eat, and whenever you want to eat, and whatever you want to eat. If you're eating things like eggs, meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, all that sort of stuff here is in its natural state, and then what you do with it is up to you. You can cook it very simply and it's delicious, or you can do your own recipes and make lovely stuff with it. If you can eat as much food and buy and prepare as much food yourself as you can from the natural ingredients, and have less over this side from the processed stuff that comes out of a factory or a plant or something like that, then that's what you want to do. Two things, guys, really straightforward. If there are any questions about that, comment below, but hopefully that's a pretty non-controversial one and is pretty something that everyone can agree on. And actually 80% of the population, if they just did those two things, would improve their health, improve their longevity, reduce, you know, disease risk. All different kinds of things would be going on if they moved along that continuum that way and drank more water. Okay, so hopefully that's good, guys. I'm going to try and keep things really, really simple going forwards, and try and speak in universal truths, universal languages, so it will be beneficial to you. More water, more natural, less processed. Have a great day, guys. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.